Hi, thank you for tuning into this e-learning resource on crowdfunding, which has been created specifically for Charity Fraud Awareness Week 2018. My name is Chris, and I'm a member of the community management team at GoFundMe, the proactive fraud prevention team. And I'm here today to talk to you about the best practices of crowdfunding. So we'll touch slightly on what exactly is crowdfunding, why people use crowdfunding, what platforms are doing to safeguard donations, and how you can help to safeguard donations. So what is crowdfunding? Online fundraising, social media fundraising, or peer-to-peer fundraising? You have probably heard all of these terms in relation to crowdfunding. And you can think of crowdfunding in the form of people power. When donors donate to a campaign, they're doing that as an act of solidarity because they want to turn their quick moment of donating into a movement. And it really is all about impact, identity, and tribalism. People give to causes that they feel passionate about, and they want to feel involved and to hear stories. Individuals with a story to tell have mastered the art of feeding back and updating supporters, providing constant information on where exactly the funds are going. And why use crowdfunding? So there's a broader context about how people use the internet now in general. It's not just crowdfunding. People come together on sites like change.org to sign petitions and to show support. People even use sites like Deliveroo to get their lunch ordered. It's easy. People trust less in institutions, and crowdfunding is a way around that. It's arguably more impactful for a donor to give £10 to a campaign that raises £500 for a specific cause, such as someone running a marathon for cancer research, than to put that money into a general fund campaign. They usually feel a sense of personal connection to the person who created the page, allowing them to understand exactly where that £10 donation is going. And it's fast, it's agile, and it's not constrained by process or structure. So quite simply, anyone can go and create their crowdfunding page. They don't need to knock on doors with sponsor cards anymore. It's simply very easy for them to create their page to collect their funds and to make sure they get to the right place. So what exactly are crowdfunding platforms doing to safeguard donations? There is currently no regulatory body for crowdfunding platforms in the UK, and this means platforms can vary in their safety policies and procedures. So it's important to be sure to consider this when carrying out your own due diligence. It's also important to remember that crowdfunding platforms are responsible for ensuring the safety of their community, and they should have procedures in place to deal with fraud. Always reach out and ask them directly if you are unsure, and they'll be able to guide you in the right direction. There are many processes and examples of how crowdfunding companies are safeguarding donations. Here are some examples of what we're doing here at GoFundMe. So there are proprietary tools to screen campaigns, verify the legitimacy of stories, donations, and to apply withdrawal holds to ensure funds reach the right place. There's a beneficiary product that allows one person to manage the GoFundMe campaign itself, and a separate individual or organization can use their bank account, which creates a safe withdrawal flow. They can also enter their own bank account information, keeping data safe. The community can submit complaints through a fraud reporting form, and there are a team of trust and safety specialists worldwide who review those complaints and ensure that funds get to the right place. There are just a few examples of what some crowdfunding platforms can do to help to safeguard donations. And what exactly can we do as a whole to safeguard donations? So if your community are hoping to raise funds on a crowdfunding platform, you can ask them to ensure that funds go directly to the charity. Many crowdfunding platforms have specific partners that they work with to ensure that people can come to their platform, create a campaign and that they never even have to deal with the funds. I would recommend reaching out to these crowdfunding companies to ask what the best way is for people to create campaigns on behalf of them. You could then consider creating a guide to allow people to see how easily they can set up a fundraiser for your charity and how to ensure that funds are going directly to you. You could have this on your website so that people who are hoping to create campaigns can come and understand easily. You can also search your own charity's name on crowdfunding platforms to help you locate campaigns, and then reach out to the crowdfunding platform directly to make sure that funds are going directly to you. Thank you so much for listening, and please do not forget to check out the free resources available as a part of Charity Fraud Awareness Week. This includes our brand new help sheets, and you can find these resources on the Fraud Advisory Panel website or by following the hashtag #CharityFraudOut on Twitter.